Hey guys, it's Aquaman, and on this episode, we explore Southern Virginia. Stay tuned. Guys. All right, so I'm at a water crossing. I want to say it's about 5 miles past hurricane shelter, and you can see the debris all around here. This bridge, there used to be a bridge across this, but it got washed out not long ago. So you can see some of the debris in the water, and so now you have to do a water crossing. As long as it hasn't rained, these rocks are above water. But they say if there's a heavy rain, there's actually a bypass, a road walk bypass. So technically, I'm on the AT, but I'm on a part that is currently supposed to be closed. But I decided to be a purist and stay on the trail. But they have been working very hard and made a brand new staircase going up and out. So it's pretty cool. But the falls themselves are just beautiful. So I'm super, super glad I didn't bypass with the road walk, because that waterfall is pretty spectacular. So, all right, guys, I'll catch you down trail. Hey gang, alright, so I'm about halfway through the day, and I stopped at a really cool shelter called Tripoli, something like that. But it's actually a stone shelter, which is really cool for one, and two, it actually has a built-in fireplace. Check this out. And it's got both lower and upper deck areas for people to crash in here, and like I said, it's really cool. Solid construction. It does have a little bird nest up in here, but does have a good water source down this way here, and then a privy up that way. So, but yeah, this is kind of one of the neater shelters I've come along, and I want to make sure I get the name right, because I know I'm pronouncing it right. Trimpe, that's what it is. Trimpe, there it is. See, Trimpe. All right, well, we'll catch you guys down trail. Okay, so I just came out of a wood line into a meadow, really pretty meadow, and I'm actually in an active cow pasture. You can see the cows back there. There's nothing separating me from them. I'm actually going through their pasture land, so you just never know what you're gonna do on the AT. Hey gang. Okay, so I'm just about to cross the road, and I've got about a 5-mile climb ahead of me, and every once in a while, you'll come across something like this. A little cooler, nobody around it, and some trail magic. So I'm going to go ahead and get my electrolytes up, because I got a long day ahead of me. All right. Well, just thought I'd share. All right, talk to you later. Hey, gang. All right, so 5 hours of climbing, and I'm finally at the top. Not at the finish line by a long shot. I still have a few miles to go before I get to the shelter, and but I can see a whole lot of Virginia pasture lands and farmlands out there. Pretty cool. While you're up here on the ridge line, which is what I've been riding for the last few hours, you get some really heavy winds, and you get creeped out because you'll start hearing things that sound like old ships or creaking bridges or like creaky doors. and those are trees that are just about ready to snap and break. They call them widowmakers. So anytime you hear that yawing sound or that squeaking sound or crackling sound, it's a good idea to look around and be ready to move fast. And I've been hearing it for the last half an hour. Kind of creepy, but so far so good. All right, now I gotta head down. Talk to you soon. Good morning, everybody. So I am coming to you today from a combination of two places. Behind me is the Mount Rogers Trail headquarters, I guess is what it's called. And that is connected to something called the Partnership Shelter. Now, the Partnership Shelter is really cool. It's right off the main road, and one of the cool aspects of this place is you can actually order food delivery, and they bring it down to the road, and you can actually get food delivered. And they actually have a clean water source up at the main building up here, and then when you're done, you have a dumpster right here, so you can get rid of all your trash. It has a privy. Now the privy is still a composting privy, but it's a nice one. And the building itself, though, can hold up to 24 hikers. So it's one of the bigger ones. I'd say it's kind of on par with the Fontana Hilton that you can stay in right before the Smoky Mountains. So here, I'll show you guys what this shelter looks like. All right, so that's the privy. It's not the shelter itself. But here's the shelter. It's actually a 2-story shelter. So it has a loft. The loft is pretty huge. And look at this cute little guy. Yeah, you're a cute little guy, aren't you? Yes, you are. So, it did at one point have a functioning shower, but because of COVID, they've taken that out. You've got the main shelter location, you've got the gathering area, and then, I don't know if you can see this little ladder right there. That ladder actually takes you up into the large loft area, which in the summertime might be fine, but in the wintertime would probably be super, super cold. But yeah, the main area is pretty cool. There's a lot of cool areas to set up shelters and hammocks. So yeah, so this is the Partnership Shelter. All right. So today we're going into Marion. I'm going to meet back up with Teflon and Potato, and we'll be staying at a hostel, and I'll talk to you later. All right, guys, another cool thing about the Partnership Shelter and the Mount Rogers Center is the fact that they offer free shuttle service for hikers into Marion. So all you have to do, you have to call. They have currently, I think, 3 times a day, 8:45, which is the shuttle I'm getting ready to catch right now, and 11:15, I think at 2:45 in the afternoon. So kind of neat. It's definitely a plus. Saves you some money on shuttles. And right now I'm on my way to the front of the or by the road where I can get picked up. So all right, hopefully I'll catch you guys when I get into town. So one of the cool things about the shelter is that it's the shuttle, and so I'm on the 8:45, and I'm currently the only one on it, and we're heading into Marion. So catching Marion. Good morning, everybody. It's Aquaman, and this morning I've come to you from the Travel Inn in Marion, Virginia. We did an overnight here to kind of get freshened up and whatnot. You know, nice to kind of knock the beard off every once in a while. Hotel, great rates. It's under 50 bucks for a hotel room for hikers. And right across the street is the, I believe, the Red Roof Inn and the Econo Lodge. So there's like 3 hotels, all pretty much hiker-based hotels in the Marion area, and they're all within like simple walking distance. Also from walking distance is Walmart, Ingles, and fast food restaurants. McDonald's, unfortunately, because of COVID, does not have seating inside, so if you're going to get McDonald's, you go inside, grab your food, come out. Wendy's, Arby's, Taco Bell, KFC, all of those are within reasonable walking distance. But last night we had an amazing Mexican dinner, and that was literally just up the street. I've got a photo right here of the place, and I had a taco burrito meal, the number 22. So for those of you wanting to follow along and eat what Aquaman eats, I had the 22 on the menu. The town is about a 10-minute shuttle drive from the trailhead, and had a good time so far in town. Got a good resupply. The Walmart and Ingles did real well for us. And so now we're just packing up, getting ready to go back out to the trailhead with a shuttle driver. So might have a couple more surprises before we go. Talk to you soon. Okay, so this is the Travel Lodge. Again, nothing fancy, just a basic mom and pop run hotel. And then, as I said, across the street, we got the Red Roof Inn over here and the Econo Lodge down here. Again, this is the Travel Inn. And then just up the street of Marion, down that way, it's going to be the Mexican restaurant, Walmart, Ingles, and then a little bit further down are going to be all the fast food restaurants. So if you're here in Marion, just kind of a lay of the land for you. All right, guys, remember I talked about having a little bit of a surprise? Well, came across one of my other followers, or one of the people I follow on YouTube, and this is Silva from Silva Outdoor Adventures. And we were talking about, we both have common injuries. We both have ankle issues. So yours is we both have the same. Yeah, we both have, left twisted ankles. So we're both nursing those. And we talked at length about how we've been having to rehab those on trail. So tell people a little bit about yourself. And
yeah, I started at the end of February. Hiking, it's been a dream for a while. And it's going great. There's not always a fun day, but it's always rewarding.
Yeah, exactly. And now you've been hiking for a while. Your channel is really popular.
It's growing.
It's growing, which is awesome. It's awesome. So people, please check out her channel, Silva Outdoor Adventures. Not just the AT. She's from Maine, yep. So she has a lot of hiking videos from up north. So you can definitely check out.
Lots of Maine trails and things to do with kids in Maine on the trail, and winter hikes in Maine, all sorts of things.
She's also a vegan on trail, which is interesting to do because dietary, it's very difficult sometimes for resupply.
Yes,
for resupply, especially in like trail magic can be hard too.
Right.
Because you want to be thankful, but you're like, sorry, I can't, and all that. So
sometimes they mostly understand. Sometimes they just really want me to eat something, and I'm like, I can't really eat that.
So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys down trail. Hey guys, so for a while now we've been walking through literally what they consider the green tunnel. So if you look in front of us, it's just this green tunnel of vegetation on both sides, shaded, very comfortable, a lot of fun. Today's May 1st, so it's a little warm outside, but inside the green tunnel area, it's actually very comfortable. So when they talk about the green tunnel, it's true. A lot of the trail right now that's exactly what it is. We're just inside this little shaded area of vegetation on both sides, and it looks like a green tunnel. So pretty cool. All right. Well, got a few more surprises today. We'll catch you later. Hey guys, so down the AT you come across something called the Settlers Barn, and this is part of a museum, Settlers Museum, and they talk about all the different things, you know, the corn crib, the farm shop, the tool sheds, and this is all part, and it's just right off the AT, literally 0.1 off. Kind of a cool place, so we're gonna check it out. All right, so here's the old homestead, and literally a root cellar. Some really cool stuff around here. Oh wow, it's probably hard to see from here, but the glass is from 1890. The glass is actually souped down to where the bottom of the glass is actually thicker than the top, because over time, glass is actually a liquid, will eventually settle at the bottom. So you got the little dinner bell up here. This is a cool little place. See what we got over here. Little cart. What do you call it here? The granary? Granary. But yeah, really cool little farmstead out here. And this is called the Settlers Museum. Really, really neat. And on this day, I mean, it's just a beautiful day out here. Perfect. All right, guys, so we're inside an 1894 schoolhouse, and actually has a wood-burning stove in the middle, the original desk. Really a cool place. Oh, and Potato has earned his dunce cap for the day. So this is the 1894 Lindemood School, one of 62 one-room schools in the county at the time, or in the country at the time. Each school usually had 7 grades, taught by one teacher who earned about $30 per month. The school year ran from late October through March. This school was in use until 1939. Pretty awesome. So, I mean, just look at this place. It's so awesome. Okay, so we're leaving the Settling Museum, and behind us is still the schoolhouse. And got to learn a few cool facts. It was owned by a German family. The place was actually occupied up until I think the 1980s, and no power, no electricity. No water, running water. So they had to use the creek. It was a cabbage farm, and the city next door was actually the cabbage capital of the world. And with the Germans here, I'm sure there was a lot of sauerkraut. So kind of neat little fact. So, all right, well, say goodbye to the Settler Museum and off to the next adventure. All right, guys, I really wish I could explain the smell to you, but we're walking through meadows and these light forest areas that are just full of jasmine, and it's like natural potpourri everywhere. It's so amazing, the smell here. And we've been told not far ahead, we may have gotten lucky, and because it's Saturday, May 1st, there is a huge flea market up ahead, and they've got some really, everyone's talking about it from what we hear, barbecue. So haven't had barbecue in a long time. So hopefully the rumors are true, and I'll check in when we get there. All right, so we just crossed over some railroad tracks, and now we're on this long boardwalk. So again, and beautiful farmland, a big old red barn house up in the hill. So, oh, llamas, or alpaca. You see them up there? That's the alpacas up there. That is pretty cool. So, you just never know what you're gonna see on the trail. Alright, so we just happened upon a flea market and car show. Pretty cool. Again, you just never know what you're going to see on the AT. Alright, so now we have to go across a bog on this little bitty wooden walkway. And although there's a good water source over there, it's not a usable water source. Unfortunately, cows graze nearby and they say the water is actually tainted. So, but for now, another cool little thing for today, walking across a little wooden bridge. I think it's worse in the wet season, but right now it's actually just a fun little wooden bridge to cross. All right, off to camp. Okay, alright guys, so this is one of the obstacles we got to do. We just came out of a cow pasture. In order to get out of the cow pasture, we literally have to climb an obstacle. So let's see if I can bust myself up trying to get up and over this thing or not. Alright, up, up, cross over, down, down, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done. Hey gang, so it's been a long day, but it's been a great day. A lot of amazing things. You know, getting to see the schoolhouse and the settlers' farm or the settlers' museum. Going to the barn and having the barbecue was amazing, and going through cow pastures and having to do some pretty cool obstacle course climbing. So, but you know what? I think I'm going to end the day with this. I'm a quarter of the way through. How awesome is that? Oh my God. Oh, this is amazing. 1/4 of the way there. Not done yet. Alright guys, so we got to our campsite for tonight. We're going to set up and call it a night. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Hit that notification bell so that way you know exactly when I do drop my next video. And I'll see you guys on the trail. You guys take care.